Yeah.
The views and opinions expressed by the guests and clips presented on this program are their own and do not represent the views of the Johnny Binder Show. The content provided is for informational and commentary purposes only. The show makes no claims of veracity or independent verification. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dear God, I accept the weight you put on my shoulders because I know that the heaviness is preparation. And I know that whatever I'm here to do, most likely is something that nobody I ever known has been called to do. It's territory that I can't ask my friends and family to guide me through. I have to depend on you because you called me into the deepest parts of the water, in the middle of the storm, and I have to have the strength and faith to step out of the boat and know that you will protect me from drowning. Even though my mind sometimes wonders, like, what if I don't win like I predicted? I trust you, no matter what. And I thank you for choosing me. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we gather beneath one name, one heritage, one covenant, one legacy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah! Then rise to your feet. The sons of Israel. Judah! Tribes have arrived. Hear the drums of eternity. Gold on our shoulders, but the weight is history. Yeah. Ancient rivers in our bloodline. Ancestors marching beside us. Every scar became a scripture. Every battle made us righteous. Yeah, yes. Look at the banners rising. Look at the nations watching. Come too far to bow now. The promise is still unfolding. They tried to bury the legacy, but roots run deeper than stone. Now every step down this runway sounds like a kingdom coming home. Yeah. Hands to the heavens, eyes on the throne. We carry the fire through deserts alone. Now hear the trumpet, hear heaven sing. The forgotten sons are walking as kings. We walk like kings. We walk like kings. Crowns of fire, eternal wings. From the dust to destiny. Look what footsteps shaking mountains. I hear the oceans testify. I see the stars bow down in wonder as destiny walks by. The wilderness produced warriors, the fire produced gold. The generations kept believing until the prophecy unfolded. Now every road tells a story,
every crown carries a name,
every tribe bears a testimony.
Mercy greater than fame.
And when the world sees the procession,
let them understand one thing.
This was never about power, it was always about the King.
Holy, holy, holy is the King.
Holy,
holy, holy,
holy is the King. Every tribe, every nation, every generation sing. Oh,
holy, holy,
oh,
holy is the King.
We walk like kings.
We walk like kings.
Crowns of fire
and eternal things.
From the dust to destiny.
Look what the Father
has made of me. We walk like kings.
We walk like kings.
Every step makes the heavens
ring.
From the wilderness to the throne, the kingdom has come.
The kingdom has come. The power belongs to Him.
The glory belongs to Him.
The power belongs to Him.
Forever and ever. Oh,
the kingdom belongs to Him.
The victory belongs to Him.
The honor belongs to Him.
Forever and ever. March. The tribes are rising.
The tribes are rising.
March. March.
March, march.
The kingdom is coming. The kingdom is coming. Lion of Judah,
King eternal,
Ancient of Days.
reign forever.
Lion of Judah,
King eternal,
Ancient of Days.
reign forever.
Lion of Judah,
King eternal,
Ancient of Days.
reign forever.
And through the smoke,
we declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming out. And I know it's late. Me and Catherine had to get a few things in. She was finna go do something. I was finna go do something. And it weighed on me. And I said, man, come on, let's do it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's wonderful. A lot of people sleep. She'll cut it up, send it out tomorrow where you can see it. But we have a lot of people on TikTok that's up that ain't went to bed yet. It's about 50 of them so far. We broke a record the other night, 6,000. Let's do it again. Come on, TikTok. So, ladies and gentlemen, we open up for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, freedom, justice, quality, food, clothes, and shelter, love, peace, and joy. We have a great subject tonight. The verdict of David, America, Karmelo Anthony case divided America. America was already divided. I love you too. It's more divided. So again, it's divided, but it's more divided. That's all I was trying to say, producer. Let me finish. I got it. You did it. I got it. Let's go.
Thank you, Minister. Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. The show subject is the verdict that divided America, Karmelo Anthony case. A Johnny Binder Show live. And as the minister mentioned, we know we were already divided. But kind of like with OJ, when things of this magnitude happen, you see bigger rifts. So for me, it was OJ and then the election twice of President Obama, and now this case. These have been really divisive factors. Oh, can't leave out the man that's in office, his election too. Can't leave that out. But thank y'all for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch and TikTok, wherever you are watching from. Thank you for your support. Continue to like, subscribe, share. Please comment. Comments matter. Give us those thumbs ups or those thumbs down. We appreciate it all. We'd like to know what you're thinking about the show. So, Minister, where you want to jump off? You want to talk about Mr. Jeff Metcalf?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him in a minute. But what happened to the show where they helping us expand with the
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you for that reminder. So,
Yeah.
family, we are growing the Johnny Binder Show, and your support helps us reach more people with truth, solutions, and accountability. To support the show, send your donation by Cash App to JBS Live. That is $ J as in Johnny, B as in Binder, S as in show, live. Any contribution amount, it would be greatly appreciated. It could be $1 to $1,000. You know, we just appreciate all the love and support. Again, that is J as in Johnny, B as in Binder, S as in show, live. $ JBS Live. So again, we are growing and we do need your contributions so that we can get our equipment and resources and be able to research shows more properly, because Minister doesn't like that disclaimer in the beginning, but that's what it's for, because we have to be able to research all of the claims and the clips that we are playing. So, hey, help us out. And we also are expanding to another studio. So we want to do better by you and support the community more. So thank you. Oh, and I'm going to put the JBS Live Cash App in the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to see that as well. There it is. Cash App, JBS Live. We'll get that smaller version up here. Minister?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have a wonderful show for y'all. We're going to focus on, you know, kind of the aftermath of the case, because it appears that there are a lot of people, both black and white, that are confused about why this is upsetting to so many in the black community. So I'm not sure what Minister is doing, but we're going to go ahead and kick the show off.
I'm sending stuff out.
That's okay. I got you. So we're going to start with Jeff Metcalf's interview. And Jeff Metcalf is the father of Austin Metcalf, which is the young man that was unalived at the track meet. So here we go.
I'm here with some hardcore receipts on the Austin Metcalf Karmelo Anthony trial aftermath. Jeff Metcalf got on TikTok Live and showed you his completely racist side. For him to sit there and say this wasn't about race, and this video I'm about to show you gives you an idea into how these twins were raised and how we ended up here and how they were most likely talking to Karmelo. Look at what Jeff Metcalf had to say about slavery.
Even though they did wrong, you're going to support someone who does something against the law. You're encouraging and saying it's okay because he's a certain color. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled.
Wow.
You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or a race or gender. Whose broad ass idea was that? I don't know about you, but when I grew up, there was no participation trophy. There wasn't a safe space created for me because my feelings were hurt.
Wow.
We had to take actual responsibility for our own actions. Wow, what a concept. If you want society to change, if you want a better place for your kids, then get involved in your kids' life, in your community, in your church. But don't sit on your couch and bitch when it doesn't go your way.
And what's crazy and is in part of this video, he tries to say black fathers are not involved in their life. It's like 78% of y'all aren't even involved, when that statistic has been debunked. Black fathers are more involved in their children's life than almost any other race. Next, he has a Mark Wayne Mullen moment, claiming to be Native American, and goes on another racist rant. Look at this.
We are Native American. I have my Indian card and so do the boys. So if you want to talk about stolen land, yeah, that starts here. We were here before y'all were. They took all our land and put us on a reservation. They just brought you guys over on a boat.
Let me guess, your Indian name is Running Around with Big Racist Mouth Bull.
The next question is, are you satisfied with the sentence that Karmelo Anthony received? Do you believe Austin has received justice?
That's a real easy question for me to know. Hell no. What is justice? Justice for me is when Austin walks through that door and can hug me. That's how long he should stay in jail. Until my son comes back through that door. Do I think justice was served? No. There's all types of justice. Street justice, legal justice.
Let me guess. Real street justice means strange fruiting someone like you good old boys used to do in the old days, and have picnics and make postcards. I'm sorry for anybody who was triggered by this video, but I thought it was important to debunk Jeff Metcalf saying he's not racist. And now you get an idea for how these twins most likely acted towards Karmelo Anthony, acting like they were superior to him. And I do believe he acted in self-defense, and we need to bring justice to Karmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Big Talk, did you hear that? That was his father speaking that kind of racism openly right after the trial. So if the father think like that, then how you think the children? Where you think they got this bullying from? This ain't, we ain't talking about when they did with him. They've been bullying in the school. They are called bullies. So this young man didn't get up that morning thinking about to hurt nobody. Stop talking about a pocket knife. It was a clique adjustment. So again, something happened here, ladies and gentlemen. And this boy felt his life was being taken. Now we can see the racist sentiment of his father. And he said, 35 years ain't nothing. Keep him in there until my son come back through the door. And then y'all think something is wrong because my people put your people in slavery and we had a civil war. We gave you people something and we wouldn't let y'all vote to 60s. You gave us something. Sir, that was 200-300 years. Sir, we've been here for millions of years. You've been here 6,000. We was an empress, queen and kings and prince. You come from us. Go look at the Mendel Law. Okay. Look at your Mendel Law, Dr. Levy. And when you look at it, you're going to find out all life comes from the black woman, the black man. You have never did us a favor nowhere on the planet Earth, sir. I would debate with you. My phone number is 281-896-8215. I know you ain't going to call it. You ain't going to come on there. You're going to run. Because I'll show your racism to the world. You have systemic racism. And it ain't them boys' fault. It's yours. Now we know about the corrupted 2 DAs. We know about the lawyer and lawyer know each other on both sides. No lawyer in a major case will put up one witness, the mother. I want y'all to hear me, TikTok. You have a major case unalive with some little boys, and you put up, hold up, let me get this battery in real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I did with it, where it's at.
As Minister does that, I just had one comment that I would like to make. First of all, rest in peace, Austin. No one wants to see anyone lose their child. I can't think of anything that could be more painful. And Minister, you know that firsthand. But I'm not going to say what I want to say. It's an old Malcolm X quote that he said when John F. Kennedy.
No, don't say that.
I'm not going to say it. But you can't plant seeds of hatred and intolerance and not expect the harvest to come in.
You still said it.
I said you can't. It's not necessarily aimed at the dad. It's in general. It's even within our community. We can't play, and we do it to ourselves more than not. But you can't have those same seeds go out, be put in the ground. That one seed comes back 100-fold.
It's all right. The world now can see this gonna go over 1 million times in 30 days. The world will see now who he is. I didn't know he was like that. I'm glad that the white guy thought enough. He's not racist. If he was racist, he wouldn't have showed it. He'd have tried to protect him. But the white guy put it out there to show who the father is. And the father put that sentiment on those children. That's how they become bullies.
Yeah.
And so when our brother was over there at 17 years old, 145, 50 pounds, they 200 something, there's 2, 3, 4 of them. And one of the guys testified they seen way more and never met to the witness stand. Then this boy done pistol whoop and did some stuff to other people that people know nothing about. And then y'all let him get away and say his life was in fear, somebody running away from him. And the whole of the town been set up. We're going to play some more stuff before I go too far to show you the racism of the 2 DAs. Show the lawyer that didn't give a damn and put but one witness up on a major case, TikTok. Why would somebody, TikTok, help me out, but you said debating the legacy of Jeff McCabe. Yeah. Well, he debated himself. He made the statement here himself. He talked about slavery and everything. So he
exposed himself.
He exposed himself. I didn't expose it. But if I could, I would. But somebody else exposed it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Metcalf is showing, introduced, welcome, is here's what we are talking about. This case that's redivided America. America's already divided. It's just been redivided more. And the racism is showing. And these little boys are innocent. Let's get that clear right now. Both of the babies are innocent because children are impressionable. And when you impress that racism on them, let me go and teach y'all where racism comes from. It comes from the fathers and the grandfathers. That's where it come from. Them children don't know how to be racist. You put a white baby and a black baby together, 1, 2 years old, they playing, they happy. But when the parents get in it, that's racist, with systemic racism like this guy. The boy unalive, it's not his fault. The other boy is not his fault. It's the father. Probably got it from his father. Put that crap on them boys, and them boys going around bullying, and then with bullying this boy, scared him. The boy wasn't trying to hurt him. He was trying to make sure they didn't do him and just hit him with it. He didn't know all that was going to happen. He's 17 years old. Everybody said when he brought a knife, that was a clique. So
And
again,
Jasmine Crockett is the only other person that I've heard say that was a tool.
me, who else said it? Where I got it from, it's three or four of us. Some fool got on there yesterday talking about he brought a knife to the school. No, he didn't. Why would he bring a knife to run track? That was a clique adjustment. So again, they called him over there to the tent. He wasn't trying to do nothing to nobody. Them young boys didn't know what they were doing. They got that sentiment. We didn't know where they got it from. But now we know exactly where they got it from. They father. You seen 56% of the people march with us on George Floyd. Young white folks ain't into that. They got white friend, right girlfriend, boyfriend. They not into that. But when their parents get to them and they're impressionable, that's why Jesus said, suffer little children for being them not, let them come unto me. And if you're going to hurt one of these, you'd rather put a milestone around your neck and be thrown to deep sea. You hurt them also with that old systemic racism. So the daddy, God gonna deal with you. You done that. I didn't know till tonight. It's you. You've been found convicted. And you gotta wear it. Because you put that sentiment, you put that racism on your children. And they went out with that thought because you racist, systemic racism. We just seen it. We just seen it, ladies and gentlemen. TikTok. He said it himself. So let's show some more. We got some more to show y'all, TikTok. Come on.
I know we're going to get to the video where we talk about the where Dr. Candace Matthews is exposing the DA. So y'all stay tuned. But just kind of level set, I wanted to go to Jasmine Crockett first because hers is a little bit shorter.
Please.
Because her observations were very keen. So let me get her up here.
Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jasmine Crockett. I need to hear this.
You might have seen that Karmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years. I want to get your reaction to the trial and the verdict.
My heart breaks for so many reasons. And so I was just speaking to a student that is shadowing me who wants to be a public defender. And so it takes me back to what actually made me decide to get into this legislative work in the first place, because I know that our systems are broken. And what we saw with that verdict is the evidence of a broken system. Now listen, from everything that I understand, which I wasn't at the trial because obviously I got a day job, but it's my understanding that Karmelo ended up stabbing, puncturing, I don't know what this tool was that they talk about, knife, or some refer to it as a tool. He ended up hitting Austin one time, and it was about where he hit him. One time, 2 inches. This wasn't someone who said, hey, let me stab you 5, 6, 7 times. And so when you're looking at the punishment range, there's a reason in Texas that it goes from 5 to 99 or life, because you are looking at how intentional, like how bad was this? 35 years for a kid who had decided to go under a tent that was not his team's tent as it was raining, and simply didn't want to be put out in the rain by some random kid that he didn't know who was larger than him. listen, a lot of people don't know what it is to live as a Black person in this country, but just like you can give the benefit of the doubt to so many police officers when they go out and they shoot some Black unarmed person, even though they are trained, the fact that there was little to no mercy seen or humanity seen when this Black boy said that I was scared, or the fact that honestly anybody else who did something with such a small object, all I know is that it wasn't considered unlawful carrying of a weapon because the blade was not long enough, that they wouldn't even say, well, maybe this was more so something that looked like manslaughter.
Well, some people might say, why are you even bringing a knife like that to attract me?
Yes,
Well, not a
people
knife.
may say that, but walk a day in my shoes and then respond. Because we as Black folks say, why is it that people need long armed guns when we are going out and having a First Amendment protest? But people say that's their right. They are allowed to do that. And again, it wasn't against the law for him to have it. It may have been prohibited by school rules, which he wasn't at his school at the time, but it definitely was not against the law.
So you think race played a role in the verdict?
Oh my God. I know Collin County. So absolutely. Collin County is right north of Dallas County. And I can tell you that I have had cases that I felt like played out differently because of the counties that they were in. And unfortunately, that was not the county for a Black boy.
So if this were a white boy in his exact same position, you don't think he'd get a 35-year sentence?
I would guarantee you it wouldn't have happened. I don't even know if he would have been convicted, because if a white boy would have said that they were afraid of a Black boy, something tells me that that jury that didn't have any Black people on it, they would have believed him in his fear.
Thank you, TMZ, for that clip. TMZ, DC minister.
That was a nice. Did y'all TikTok? Let me see if y'all heard her. Invite or join.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if TikTok heard Jasmine.
Yeah. And for those of you watching on Facebook or YouTube or our other platforms, please drop us a comment and just let us know your thoughts on this matter.
Yeah, please do. Jasmine explained it well. Again, it wasn't a knife. It was some kind of thing to his cleats. And again, he wasn't trying to unalive him. He was just trying to hit him good enough to get away from him, not knowing that it would do what it did. And being in fear. It was 2, 3, 4 of them, but 2 brothers, the twins, I guess twins. And they bullies. And some guy seen this that worked there and seen the whole thing. He didn't even put him on the witness stand. The only person he put on the witness stand is the mother. Ellen? This is crazy.
Well, they said they didn't put him on the stand because allegedly he was an SA offender.
He's a what?
A S offender.
I don't care about him being no ex-offender. What's that supposed to mean?
S is in Sam.
You confusing me. He was he's a offender for the boy.
No, I can't. I'm trying because
he had what?
He had taken somebody or touched somebody inappropriately, just kind of like the DA. The same. Yeah.
So they wouldn't have believed him. They'd have played at his case.
Yeah, they said that would have come up as bad character.
Yeah, you would have said everything come up. Yeah.
Yeah, except for the DA's past, which is what Dr. Candace dug up. So if you're ready, we can jump into that next.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to say not doctor, but Jasmine Crockett did a great job.
She did.
And, I wish she could have been there. But, and myself, I should have been there. This is just too much. And it wasn't no jury of his peers. So we can stop all these lies. All white jury ain't gonna never give us no justice. And that's just the truth. in that little county. And everybody know everybody. It should have been moved. That's a conflict of interest. Come on.
All righty. Well, got this clip from our brother, Mr. Willie D, and we'll go ahead and roll it.
What's up, family? Well, what's done in the dark shall come to light. Yeah, family, how you gonna judge me? How you gonna stand in judgment of me, point the finger at me, and you got 1,000 fingers pointing right back at you? See, the prosecutor in the Karmelo Anthony case, they probably should have recused themselves. They probably just should have stepped back and say, you know what, somebody else handle this, because if we do it, then we're likely to be found out. Right now, this is a quiet matter in a little small town, and don't nobody really know what's going on. So, but if we put this national spotlight on it, you're gonna have people like Dr. Candace Matthews showing up. Like, yo, what's this right here? And one thing about Dr. Candace Matthews, if there's some information out there on you, she will find it, man. She gonna go digging. She is Snoop. You know how they call those reporters? No, they call them Scoop. That's what they call them, Scoop. She's a scoop, man. She gonna get the scoop on your ass. She gonna get you. And guess what happened, fam? This guy right here. Y'all know him? This guy is the DA in Collin County.
It's Willie D.
That's the county. His office, his office is the office that prosecuted Karmelo Anthony. I mean, showed him no mercy whatsoever. You would think that this guy is really serious about protecting the public, right? Yeah. And this is his buddy right here. This is his main guy, his right-hand man. This was the lead prosecutor. This is Bill Worskine. He is the lead prosecutor. He was the lead prosecutor in the Karmelo Anthony case. He's the guy that stood up there and told the world how horrible Karmelo Anthony is.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, how little regard he had for life, for human life. Even though Karmelo Anthony risked his life to save a drowning person just prior, a few years before, he was accused of killing Austin Metcalf. Yeah, so Candace came with receipts, as she always does. Check this out, fam. I'm gonna play this video, and then I am going to let you guys see some of the receipts that she sent me. I ain't ready for this, fam. Check it out.
Tighter. These physical encounters were unwanted and sexual in nature. Jane Doe 1 eventually put in for a position in the Victim Assistance Division and got it in December 2020. This role put her under the supervision of Chief Prickle. However, the unwanted touches and full frontal hugs with moaning continued. The most recent of the sexualized hugs back in April 2022. We got a damn freak. But
we got a freak as the DA in Collin County and his right-hand man both have been accused of touching on women, some cases married women, intimidating them, also practicing discrimination. Woo! Practicing discrimination in a racially charged case. They have a racially charged case that they are prosecuting. Meanwhile, they are being accused over here of discriminating. They're being accused of taking advantage of the DA's office, weaponizing the DA's office against their own staff, many of them females.
the DA, but you want to talk about Karmelo Anthony. No, we're going to talk about you. Because if you want to sit up here and go do this rocket docket type case, well, we're going to rocket docket your ass. Because you need to be in jail. You do not need to be a DA here. But see, this is what they don't tell you. That's why you got to research your people, who you're voting for. And I'm finna say this to the Republican Party. Republican Party, y'all need to write somebody else in. Because this man here is a sexual deviant. And he has no place being a DA here in Collin County. And if you want to see this lawsuit, you can go to my Houston Stringer page or Night Sun TV. We're going to drop the whole 75 pages so you can read it for yourself. And there's some sick puppy foolishness in here. But he's DA though. Oh, okay. Let me see.
Now, Candace.
Minister, just let me know when you want to pause.
I ain't got no problem with that. See, you gotta address these type of situations, and when these people come with this diabolical energy, you gotta know it's something going on with them too. See, it's something gotta be sick about you to take a otherwise model kid who ain't never been in trouble before.
Stop it for 1 minute.
A kid who saves.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Nobody does.
Stop it. This is Willie D from the Ghetto Boys.
Nobody does.
What's
I'm
going on?
sorry. It kept coming back. Go ahead.
This is Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. Since y'all can't see, I have to, I know AI talking to y'all too, but I have to do this where y'all can see. He's one of the biggest rap groups in the state of Texas. I think the biggest. So, but again, he has his own show now. And he was dealing with Dr. Candace and what she said and the evidence that she found on the DA. Was calling his boy a scum and all this. And he been sexual assaulting these women. So.
SA.
Huh?
SA.
As he been essaying these women. So again, Dr. Candace gonna file it and put it out on the planet. And thank God she did that and found it. Like what did he say? If it's there, she'll find it. Come on, Willie D. Willie D finna speak. Come on, Willie D.
This is why I say these judges got too much latitude. They pick and choose when they want to be hard on law, when they want to be tough. They start talking really tough. But those laws that they have all across the United States, they are not to protect the people in general. Those laws have been implemented to protect some and to control and punish others. That's why you have laws. It ain't got nothing to do with a civilized society. We got a billion damn laws on the book, man. They got a law about everything. And they give these judges way too much latitude, way too much. And when you have people, judges, prosecutors, who are in a position where they can affect the outcome of a person's future, a person's life, they cannot have that much latitude because they come, like all of us, with their own set of implicit biases. You can't shake it. You don't leave your implicit biases at the door of the courthouse. You don't do that. You take them implicit biases right on in there with you. You don't say, hold on, man, as you're getting scanned to go through the courthouse, you don't go like, hold on. You don't take your implicit biases out of your pocket and throw them in the trash can or tell the security, can I leave this here? No, you walk your happy ass right on in there in that courtroom, and whatever you think about Asians, that's what you think when you're judging. Whatever you think about blacks, that's what you think when you're judging. Whatever you think about Latinos, that's what you think when you're judging. Whatever you think about whites, that's what you think when you're judging.
I'm going to go ahead and pause this here because this is a very
So
long.
let's get into this lawsuit. Yeah, man. Let's get into the lawsuit. We got
This is what it is.
a situation here, family. We got guys who are supposed to be the crusaders for public safety being accused of assault, of discrimination.
My
They're
God.
being accused
My God.
of bullying, pushing people around.
My.
Yeah, the very DA office that prosecuted Karmelo Anthony, that didn't see no good in him, that they gave that boy 35 years in prison. 35 years in prison. How many times have we seen these little white kids who sometimes have a record? They're allowed to go home.
I'm going to fast forward to the first docket.
Come now, plaintiffs. States the plaintiffs' names: Kim Peckrell, Keith Hensley, Fallon LaFleur, Viken Lee, Jane Doe 1 and Jane Doe 2, and filed their original complaint against defendants, Collin County, Texas, Greg Willis individually, Bill Wersky individually, Chris Hill individually, Daryl Hale individually, Susan Fletcher individually, Chris Williams individually, Duncan Webb individually, and in support of their causes of action would respectfully show the following. This is a claim for employment discrimination, harassment, and retaliation pursuant to Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Yeah, boy. Title VII and the TCHRA make it unlawful to discriminate against or harass employees because of their gender, as well as to retaliate for opposing or reporting such conduct.
My
God. Plaintiffs further present this original complaint under 42 USC. The Collin County District Attorney's Office is supposed is the operative word here, family. It's supposed to be a principled law enforcement unit that exhibits irreproachable workplace ethics and a steadfast commitment to equal protection under the law. Instead, as set forth in paragraphs below, District Attorney Greg Willis treats many female employees as objects that, without their consent, must gratify his sexual impulses and personal vanity, while First Assistant Bill Wersky runs the office as a crass, misogynistic fraternity, complete with systemic hazing of the county's attorneys, investigators, and staff. Family, if this is happening to county investigators, if this is happening to county attorneys and staff,
my God,
the rest of us don't stand a chance against the DA's office. The DA primary job, no matter where that DA is located, his primary job, his primary role is public safety. That is his top priority, public safety. So you mean to tell me that the staff of the DA's office ain't even safe, And
My
the reason
God.
they're not safe is because the DA's office is not safe. The reason why the DA's office is not safe is because of the DA.
Okay, I must end it there because this video is over an hour long. So
No,
what I
Will Pete will come back. He's on it. He's really teaching tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He was reading the complaint. I don't want to say indictment. He's reading the complaint, and the people have been talking about it. This is another bomb money laundering, race baiting scheme. Shed a life or more. Okay. And what else? Coyote 69 might get 99 if he gets appeal. Okay. All right. This is another bomb money laundering, race baiting scheme. Okay. Let's see. Oh, all right.
And on YouTube, Graceful Therapy LLC says the entire system is just fully corrupt, sadly.
Yeah.
And it is. And like the minister likes to say, the behavior is reflected of the man sitting in office.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
I told you.
That's what it sounds like.
And D.F. Hughley said it today. When you got the government, Republicans, Democrats too, but most Republicans right now, allowing this man to do what he's doing. And all on these tapes on TV. Notice, we don't even play the tapes because we played them a couple of times. They shut us down. And I don't want to be shut down because I can't get to you to talk to you. So I let entire system is just full of corrupt, sadly. Thank you, sister. Who was that?
I had just read that comment. At Graceful Therapy LLC. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Thank you.
You see the other one, Mary Alice Davis? You are a racist piece of, I can't say what she said. You see that?
I do.
Boy, they ain't playing. TikTok, what you saying? This is another bomb money laundering, race betting scheme. Okay. Over 1,000 people on there already. This is crazy. Y'all love me and I love y'all. Come on. We got 897 people over here. They not playing about this case, man. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go and talk about it then. Live buzz restricted for 10 minutes. Your live is not eligible for recommendation. What you talking about?
So our next clip that's coming up after Minister makes his remarks will be about how my skin folks, some of us are saying that are siding with the DA and the verdict. And I wanted to go clarify, Minister, that this really isn't about whether or not we think Karmelo was guilty or not. It's about fairness and equitable application of the law. And I have another clip that's hidden somewhere about comparing two cases in Texas that are very similar, Karmelo and this other white teenager who jugged somebody multiple times and got 10 years.
Wait a minute. Multiple times?
Multiple times.
You got that tape?
I do. I'll find it when I play this other one real quick. He may bring it up. But
please let's go there. On TikTok, you need to hear this. My producer, Miss Catherine Mills from Fort Worth, by the way of Africa, just said that she have a tape where some other guy lunged something in somebody more than one time, and something happened to him, and they didn't get for 10 years.
10 years. Oh, you're gonna see it. And then he went with the intent to fight. That was his intent.
My God. Come on, let's rock. Let's rock. Let's
This
rock.
is not it. This is a different one, but it alludes to it, and then we'll follow up with that story.
Plus News, I'm John Alba.
He's guilty. Y'all know he's guilty. You don't get a pass because you black.
Like, are you people, black people, are you kidding me right now?
Now, as the nation continues discussing the trial of 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony, a former high school student who would kill another student at a track meet, after, according to his defense, would feel threatened, people's emotions are still very high. Now, as we covered, a large number of black people would express their frustration in seeing Anthony receive a guilty verdict for the murder for the 2025 incident.
What was it like?
When the verdict was read.
I feel like it was designed to protect white people, the system, and it was not designed to protect black people.
Now, what has also been interesting for some is that not all black people feel like this. However, in fact, there is a large number of black online users who will take to their social media and agree with the all-white jury that Anthony was guilty. And for them, they don't care if he was black, wrong is wrong.
No reason why he should have pulled out a knife. You don't do something like that. You fight it out like a man.
What would you say to them saying that it was 4 against 1?
It wasn't 4 against 1. None of the evidence points to that.
Why do everybody think Karmelo is not guilty? Like, y'all got to start taking race out of everything. Like, Karmelo is definitely guilty. He did not need to use deadly force against that boy. He killed that boy in cold blood. Look at the facts. Like, you was asked to leave the tent multiple times before they even did anything to you or touched you. You should have left the tent. That was his first mistake right there. When you trying to prove self-defense by deadly force, you have to have taken every option to get out the situation. He had an option to get out the situation. He did not have to stay in the tent when he did that. 2, he had the nerve to say, touch me and see what happens. You see what I'm saying? Like, Karmelo knew he had a knife on him. You see what I'm saying? And boom, you getting into it with 3-4 boys. Like, you know they're gonna jump you. You know what I'm saying? So you egged him into fighting you, so you had a reason to stab him, and it didn't go his way. Like, it's levels to self-defense, and I feel like we need to start teaching people what real self-defense is when it's coming to using deadly force.
I'm not no Uncle Tom neither, but y'all got to make sure y'all got y'all common sense making caps on today. The only thing that black people trying to do right now is ricochet this shit past the point of what the fuck it really is. If your coach told you to leave the premises and everybody to leave, and you stay.
I'm not going to let her get away with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this little young girl, 20, 21, 22, 23, she's speaking out of emotions, not devotion. Number one, she don't know what the hell happened. She don't know his temperament or feel. He didn't bring no knife. That was a click adjustment. I'm going to say it again. And they called him over there. He didn't go over there. And these boys are bullies. She don't know that. And they weigh 250. He weighed 150, I think. So it was 2, 3, 4 of them, but 2 of them approaching. The guy that didn't take the witness stand said they had him up in there and slammed him. So they didn't let him take the witness stand because he had something on him. And they didn't put the evidence on the thing that this guy. We just found out the lawyer, I don't know how they hired this lawyer. They didn't do no vetting. The lawyer, if you Google him, know the DA. Okay. Oh, they didn't hear me. Oh, okay. Come on, TikTok. The lawyer knows the DA. They was in the same law firm. They friends. He got his money. He went home. You don't see the lawyer nowhere doing no interviews talking about it was unfair because he don't care. We're going to appeal this verdict. It's common sense. That little bitty city ain't 10,000 people. If that many. How the hell I don't know how many people. I'm Googling it. I don't know how many. So how in the hell you gonna have a court there with systemic racism, with the judge, DA, and all of them knowing each other? That is trading money, voted, each other campaigns, all that. Now we're finding out, Metcalf or whatever, is in the same, the boy wind up in the prison with the name, and they talk about ain't no kid. I don't believe that lie neither. And I know we're going to get it investigated. That boy's life will be completely in jeopardy up under that some kind of restriction. He won't be a day over there. Young man, stay in the hole. Don't go out to general population until we can get you out of there. Well, I can work with your mother if she allow me to help find you an appeal lawyer that's not going to do what the other one did. But she did nothing. It's called ineffective assistance counsel. A case of this magnitude, no way the only person you have that take the witness stand is the mother. That's completely out of order. The mother, that's it. It's crazy. So again, the young lady, Catherine, is emotional and she don't know what the hell she's talking about. And that's why people need, this boy finna say something crazy. They is picking these people, fanning them, because they don't know the law. The boy was scared of his life. He wasn't trying to unalive him, and it wasn't a knife. It was a clique adjustment. I'm gonna say it again. So again, he was looking for anything to try to have an equalizer because it's two big dudes. And these boys are known for bullying. And you just seen his father, TikTok. You know his father taught them boys that. The boy's not guilty. The boy's impressionable. Who guilty is the father. That's who guilty. So come on with this young man here, because I know he's going to do the same thing. Come on. Let me get him.
Hey, there, provoke the situation, and then stab the kid. Motherfucker, you supposed to be in jail.
Guys, this shouldn't be an argument. If you stab somebody at a school event, you should go to jail. Why didn't you just fight the other kid? What made it seem as if it was a good idea to stab another child? Why are we fighting over this as black people? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Karmelo Anthony unalived Austin Metcalf. He stabbed him in the chest. That's a fact. It was not self-defense. If they were getting into a little teenage altercation on a track field under a tent over a seat, that does not qualify having a weapon in your backpack that you had already gotten in trouble for, taking it out and stabbing a kid in the chest because you were bullied before. Like, are you people, black people, are you kidding me right now? The word accountability just kind of goes right over your head. Y'all don't even know what that is.
Another thought that kind of came up for me is that, you know what, John? Not everyone has experienced racism. And that's just a cold, hard fact. Not everyone has. Because I really think that if you've experienced racism, it's something that never leaves you. And it really, unfortunately, does kind of make you see things from a certain lens. It kind of puts a new lens on your life if you have dealt with it, right? And so that made me kind of dig up a little bit of research. According to several surveys, right, nearly 65 to 80% of black people have said that they've experienced racism or have been prejudged based off how they looked. For me, that lets me know that there is a percentage of people, of black people, that may have never experienced racism, you know, and maybe these people that are saying these things have never experienced it. Maybe that's a good portion of them at least saying, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Wrong is wrong. Because unfortunately, if you've experienced it, if you've ever experienced racism, it's something that never goes away. For someone to look at you and say, hey, you're not going to be able to have the life you're intended because how you look. You're not going to be given certain things because how you look, how I'm looking at you, you don't get access. You don't get to have access to this, to that, because how you look. I don't care that you're a good person. I don't care about your background. I don't care that you played it by the book. I'm going to judge you how you look. And therefore, because you look like that, you're never going to have the opportunity to live the experiences that I get to experience. That feeling never goes away. So I think that some of these people that are expressing this, some of these black people that are expressing this, they may not have felt that. It made me think about this story of this white writer who disguised himself as a black man. His name was John Howard Griffin. He would end up writing a book called Black Like Me. Now, he would do this during the Jim Crow era. For him, he wanted the first-hand experience what it was like being black during that time. And were the rumors really true? Was racism really happening? Was life really hard? Because I think sometimes nothing beats a first-hand experience. And he would come back and conclude the first-hand racism that he did experience. He would also go on to say that he was chased by a man, called the N-word, and almost fought this dude. But luckily for his martial arts skills, the guy quickly backed down. Now, as you guys know, we've been kind of covering this story for the last 2 days. I would see you guys responding in our comment section. Here's a couple comments that I came across. If they both were white, or if they both were black, it wouldn't have made international news. People made decisions based on color rather than facts. Another person said, always playing the victim while disrespecting real victims. I think that was intended for those that were defending Karmelo. While another would say, this is not a hill that we should be dying on. More so in reflection of black people that were trying to say, hey, we need to stand up for Karmelo, justice for Karmelo. As far as Anthony, according to reports, he is currently at a Collin County jail and is being held in isolation.
Okay, we'll go ahead and pause it there. It wasn't quite the video. I thought the video I really wanted to play has the other incidents in it, but the one I have queued up talks about the case that I was telling you about. Let me get this off of here. With Carson Allison versus the Karmelo Anthony case, where the guy only got 10 years versus Karmelo Anthony getting 35. So, Minister, do you have any comments about the last video that we saw? Or you want to keep moving forward?
No, I want to say something.
Okay.
A lot of stuff going on TikTok. They saying a lot about this. Everybody keep saying a knife. It has no proof. Let me tell you if that was a knife. They took the picture of that knife, baby, and they'd have put it out. They could have put it out. They didn't put it out. It's a click adjuster. Because if it was a knife, they'd have put it out where the people see and make it more grievous. Like I said, it was a light touch. That town, how many people in it? 10,000, 12,000?
No, it's 1.3 million people in Collin County.
Okay, Collin County. How about McKinney?
Oh, I don't know about McKinney. Let me look and see.
Ain't no 1.3 million, no McKinney.
I didn't know Collin County had that many.
Yeah, okay. McKinney. So again, ladies and gentlemen, like the man said, I didn't know somebody looked like me ain't never been through racism. I don't know what world they been in. But if it's that many, 10, 15, 20%, okay, may God bless you. But you speaking on something of misinformation. Y'all keep saying he had a knife. He didn't. And he wasn't trying to do anything to nobody. The boy ain't never been no trouble in his life. But y'all don't take that into account. He was 17. It should have been in the juvenile court. And they waited perfect for him 19. And it shouldn't have been tried there in that little city because everybody know everybody. And the DAs, the judges, all of them together. How many people there? Just McKinney.
237,130.
Okay. So that lets you know, ladies and gentlemen, most of them white. People keep on talking about one of the white Jew because one of them was Italian. Huh? So you don't think all them folks had racist sentiment. Why wasn't 4 or 5 blacks on there? Why wasn't a jury of his peers? Y'all don't know nothing about no law. Y'all speaking something you don't know. You ain't never tried no case. You ain't never been to trial. So a jury is filled. And why would you keep it there where you know all the white folks there together and the daddy and the judge, DA, all know each other, and all was at the funeral. Come on, man. Told, took a picture together. What you think was gonna happen? And the lawyer he got, I don't know how he got him. Somebody had to trick the mama into it some kind of way. Mother, no disrespect to you. That lawyer, you know what I know by now, that lawyer ain't worth a damn. The man didn't bring on a major case, one of the biggest cases in America. This man don't put nobody on the witness stand, Catherine, but the mother. Are you serious? You didn't find nobody know him? So for 17 years, don't nobody know it. Come on, man. All that was a setup, man. The lawyer and the DA was in the same law firm. Ineffective assistant counsel. And it's a conflict of interest. Mother, call me on 281-896, 8215. Let me help you find an appeal lawyer where we can move expeditiously. This is sad.
We may not get to it on tonight's show, but there was an interview with the parents, and the dad was saying that they felt like, well, he knew that he allowed them to be talked into having white attorneys because everybody told him that that's what he needed to have, and which is fine because there are good white attorneys out there that are fair and will fight hard regardless. But in that type of environment, you have to be like really selective and careful. Like Jasmine Crockett was saying, where you have the trial can make all the difference in the world.
Black Matter Life Group become the #2 fan in the fan club. Bill John try to bind the community just teared up. Thank you. Our community just teared up. Thank you. TDS always making about Trump. Had nothing to do with a state M1 case. I'm so glad you said that. That's why I got the glasses on tonight, where I can see straight into this. See, when you don't study psychology, and you just made that conversation, my number is 281-896-8215. Oh, come on in. You don't know what you're talking about. When, I don't care if it's Barack, when Barack did that same-sex marriage, it trickled down. So again, when you got a president that's negative, and the people he let go on the first day say unalive Pence, the vice president, and the president let them people go and trying to get them $2 billion now where he can split some money up. And one of them cops said, man, hurry up and get my money. I'm waiting on my money. But we ain't broken no capital. We built the capital. And the White House and everything else. And y'all ain't never gave us no reparations. We're going to get it, though. But you're going to get them thugs, convicted criminals that did stuff to police. One of the boys you let go got a life sentence for touching some child. So again, Miss Catherine, a lot of these people talk out of anger. Some of the black people talk unknown, don't know who they are, out their mouths, one tonight. And it was two big boys, this bullies that y'all didn't know nothing about. They was bullying him, and the other boys seen them attack him. The boy was scared for his life. He wasn't trying to unalive nobody. He was trying to hit him hard enough to get him off him. He didn't know that was going to hit him right there where it hit him.
And I think when people say tent, he was under a tent, they're thinking he was on a flat surface on a tent. I don't think people realize that the tent was up in the bleachers and that Austin and his brother had to climb the bleachers to even get to where Karmelo was. So when you talk about intentionality,
they came where he was at.
Yes, they came to him. So just a lot of holes. The defense team could have done a whole lot better. And I was happy. I was really saddened to know he had two attorneys on that defense team and not just one sorry when he had two sorry. But yeah.
They don't give a damn. I don't know who talked the father and mother into this. And they had the white attorney. Man, that means nothing. if you get a white attorney like Shapiro, Dick DeGarry, Mike DeGarry, if you get somebody gonna fight this lawyer, don't anybody know him. He ain't got no name. He's a nobody. And that's what he did. Nobody. He got the $100,000 or whatever they paid him. He had all his wife and family. He don't give a damn what happened to that boy. You ain't seen him do a press conference nowhere and said a word. And you talking about Trump had nothing to do with it. No, he did not. But by Trump's sentiment, by Trump on the Epstein file, by Trump starting a war, and 34 felonies, and has no respect for a woman, instead of taking money out of the taxpayer, it's negative. And by you don't know what a psychosocial assessment and a diagnostic is, psychiatrist, psychologist, and LPC, because you ain't never ran no clinic or behavioral health clinic. You just talking out of your emotions. So may God bless you. So again, Catherine, a lot of people talking, but they don't have the psychology of this case. They don't understand it. So they don't understand how to rise above the emotion, thinking in the God. Number one, I don't want to see this young man unalive. So let me clear that right now.
Right.
To the father ain't got nothing to say to you, because you're part of it. Mother, I don't think you're part of it. So let me talk to you. I wish your son was here. I wish your husband wouldn't have done what he been doing, teaching your boys, because the boys are impressionable. And when you put that foolishness on them, here it is. The problem. They've been bullied, and they caught up with them. The boy wasn't trying to hurt your son. He ain't come to school to hurt your son. He trying to get a career. Your son is used to bullying people. And they was scaring him, hurting him, and he didn't know what to do. They bigger than him, outweighing. And he in fear, he hit him in the chest. He wasn't trying to unalive him. So the boy ended up in trouble in his life. And I heard a year or 2 years ago, he jumped in the pool somewhere and saved somebody's life from drowning. That boy got a squeaky crack, a record that's clear. He's not into that. So again, that was unfair sentence. And it's systemic racism. It's a conflict of interest because all of them know each other. They should have served that case somewhere else. And they should have never had them lawyers, because both of the lawyers are ineffective.
Yep.
So my number again is 281. I think it's on the bottom of the screen. There it is, mother. Call me. Let me help you find a lawyer that's going to fight, been in it over 20 years, know what they're doing. They ain't trying to hustle you for no money. Thank you. And the mother that lost your child, we're praying for you. We love you. I ain't got nothing for your husband. We love you, because I ain't seen you like that. You weren't on that with him. So I pray that you not like that. And I pray your son was here and this never would happen.
Yep.
That's who we are. We don't want to unalive nobody. We're no part of that. So I had to get this straight, because I don't want nobody saying that I'm agreeing for somebody to be unalive. No, I'm not. That's for God, not for me. So again, I know for a fact that little boy was scared, and he was not trying to unalive anyone. It was a mistake. But the father, with his racist sentiments, what we just seen on the screen about 40 minutes ago, showed who he is. So again, the father, you guilty. Let's go.
Okay. So this is the video that I found that compares that compares the Case and Allison case to Karmelo Anthony. And this is so interesting. But for those of us that were upset at the verdict, This is why. This is the why.
Kason Allison, who was 18 at the time, was a senior at Belton High School in Texas. It was a Tuesday morning, and around 9:47 a.m., him and another friend of his walk into the boys' bathroom at the school, and by the time Kason left, he had stabbed his 17-year-old classmate, Joe Ramirez. Now, context as to what led up to the stabbing is that prom was 4 days earlier. And while the two of them were at a prom after party, they got into it because Joe felt like Kason was being aggressive toward the prom date of one of Joe's friends. So they have this verbal altercation, and Kason claims that Joe pulled a gun on him during this altercation. But it's worth noting that a friend testified at the trial that it wasn't Joe, it was someone else.
A friend of Allison shared today that he saw someone pull a gun on Allison at the prom after party, but it was not Ramirez.
So the two of them have this argument, and afterward, a Snapchat group message is created where Kason suggests that the two of them should fight at a park. Joe apparently says he's not really down for the park, so the two of them plan to fight at the school, but they never lock down a time and a place. Now, before the day of the fight, multiple of Joe's friends testified that he told them he planned to seriously injure Joe.
Another close friend of Allison returned to the stand today discussing text messages between the two of them, and those texts contained things like Allison saying, "Bro, bring me a gun." Quote, "He wanted Joe on life support and wanted to stomp his head in."
And then when detectives pulled Kason's Snapchat messages, they heard a voice recording of him telling someone, quote,
There's a case, ladies and
"We're
gentlemen.
gonna catch them tomorrow, and I'm going to send him to the hospital." So that all happens in between prom and Tuesday, May 3rd. And then on Tuesday, the school day starts. And after first period, Joe and 4 of his friends go to the boys' bathroom because that is apparently something they did every day. But this time, shortly after they go to the bathroom, the school cameras catch Kason and a friend of his also walking into that same bathroom. Now, according to the testimony from the trial, this meetup was not planned, and Joe was actually surprised to see Kason in the bathroom. Multiple witnesses who were also in the bathroom at that time testified that Kason did not want to fight at school. He emphasized they were close to graduation and he did not want to risk that, but Joe apparently wanted to fight. In a recorded interview with detectives, Kason says that once the boys started taking off their backpack, he took out a knife that he had brought to school with him and said, quote, "Don't touch me or I'll stab you." At this point, a student that was also in the bathroom takes out his phone and begins recording the altercation. And on that video, he captures Joe swing on Kason lunge and stab Joe. Then there's a scream and the video cuts. Now, following this incident, Kason is caught on the cameras running out of the bathroom. He ends up making it all the way to his house. But because multiple students were witnesses, they were able to tell police and officials that Kason was the one who did this. So law enforcement arrives at Kason's house within the hour, and they find him in his bathroom on the phone telling someone he, quote, "did something at school," and asking them to take him to Waco, Texas, another city. Police search Kason's house and they find the knife that he used. And although Kason told them he only stabbed Joe one time, the medical examiner testified on the stand that Joe was actually stabbed 4 times.
We learned there was one large stab wound across Ramirez's chest, which caused multiple injuries to both the heart itself and the left lung, as well as 2 stab wounds on his buttocks and a wound on his upper back and left forearm.
So following this, Kason was charged with murder. But during the trial, the jurors were given the option to convict him of murder, manslaughter, or criminally negligent homicide. And his jury chose criminally negligent homicide, which in layman's terms means you've committed some kind of negligent act that you didn't realize would end up killing somebody. And so for this conviction, Kason was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Now, for the sake of full context, there was some testimony that Joe and his friends were known to get in fights and apparently known to jump people. Okay, so that's the background. Now let's do a quick run through of some of the similarities and some of the differences. First up, there's a clear difference in the history each of these defendants and their victims had with each other. Kason and Joe obviously went to school together and had some hostility with each other, even if only for 4 days. Karmelo and Austin Metcalf, on the other hand, had no history. They didn't go to school together and they did not know each other before that day. Next, let's talk about the planning aspect. So it's clear from the Snapchat messages that Kason and Joe were planning to fight. In fact, according to what was presented, Kaysen was the one who first suggested a location for the two of them to fight. And he communicated to multiple people that he planned on seriously injuring Joe through this fight. As far as planning on Karmelo's hand, there was no evidence presented in his trial that there were any communications or planning involved indicating that he was looking for this fight. Now, they both did have knives on them on the day of the incident that they brought to school grounds, but based on the evidence that was presented, Kaysen communicated his intention on using that knife, and there was no evidence presented that showed Karmelo communicated his intent with the knife. Okay, next, let's talk about the threat or warning that both of the defendants gave to their victims. Kaysen told detectives in his recorded interview that he told Joe prior to stabbing him, quote, "Don't touch me or I'm going to stab you." And that has a lot of similarity to what Karmelo told Austin before he stabbed him, which was, quote, "Touch me and see what happens." Okay, now let's talk about level of force. In Kaysen's case, there was video evidence that showed Joe punched him. And during the trial, there was testimony that that punch resulted in Kaysen having a closed head injury. And there was also claim from people on the witness stand that when they were all in the bathroom, Joe and his friends locked the bathroom door to prevent Kaysen and his friend from leaving. But that claim was never proven. It was just something somebody said on the stand. Now, in Karmelo's case, on the other hand, there was never any consistent testimony about how hard Austin touched Karmelo before Karmelo stabbed him. Someone said it was a push. Someone said it was a two-handed push. Other people said it was a shove. And one person even said it was a lineman move. So the one thing that is for certain is that it wasn't a punch. But the one thing that's similar between the two cases is that the victims in both cases committed the first assault or unlawful touch. Next, let's talk about what happened after the stabbings. So in Kaysen's case, he left the school premises, went to his house, and officers caught him on the phone trying to get a ride out of the city. Karmelo, on the other hand, did leave the tent where this incident happened, but he was stopped by a coach where he remained on scene until police came. Okay, and now the last comparison I've noted has to do with the verdict. So in both cases, jurors had the option to convict the defendants of murder or manslaughter. But in Kaysen's case, they were also given the option of this criminal negligent homicide. Karmelo's attorney did ask the judge for this option, but the prosecutors argued that that should not be an option for the jury because there isn't, quote, any evidence in the record that the defendant was unaware that his actions could lead to death. And after hearing that argument, the judge sided with the prosecutor, and so this option was not given as a lesser included charge to the jury. So, since both of these cases happened in Texas, the defendants were given the option to have the judge issue their sentence or the jury issue their sentence. In Kaysen's case, he chose the judge, who ended up sentencing him to the maximum allowed for criminal negligent homicide, which is 10 years. Karmelo, on the other hand, chose the jury to issue his sentence, and they sentenced him to 35 years, where the max was 99. Okay, so that's my comparative analysis, and I'm curious what you think about the similarities and the differences between these two cases. So do you feel like it's a fair comparison or not? A lot of people have.
Or not.
Ray Charles knows not a fair comparison. That was she was being
Yeah, she's being sarcastic.
Yeah. No, she know better. She know there's no comparison. The boy do 4 times and already said what he wanted to do to him and put him in the house. He really premeditated,
right,
and got away with it 10 years.
10 years.
And he know him and he been trying to do him. So here go this boy here, 2 bullets get him, and he get 35. This boy hit him 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
He hit him 1 time, and we know he was trying to do it. So that was good, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And I want to tell people, just say it again, that's why people are upset about the verdict. No one is saying that Austin deserved to lose his life behind this. That's not what we are saying.
No,
we're not saying that no punishment was due. But what we are saying is the laws don't apply equally across racial segments. So it is a racial-based case. You just saw it. 10 years versus 35 when, yeah, the other little boy should have got a whole lot of grace and mercy going on because he should be serving a whole lot longer than 10 years. So we're just saying the jury got it wrong. Absolve him of everything? No. But whatever the laws are, they should be equally applied to Karmelo for defending himself. All that should be taken into account, and it was not. So that's it. That's it. That's all.
I just can't believe that lawyer didn't put nobody on the witness stand but his mother. That's ineffective assistant counsel for both of them.
Yeah,
mother, we need to go at their license. They know each other, so they didn't give a damn.
And only objected one time during the whole course of the trial.
Are you serious?
That's what the dad said.
That's the ineffective assistant counsel. I'm telling you what the law says. The Washington versus, that's what it is. They got two major cases: ineffective assistant counsel and conflict of interest, change of venue. There's no way he could get a fair trial, ladies and gentlemen. In that case, that's not a jury of his peers. All y'all talking about all of them ain't white. All of them think they white. They wasn't black. Oh man. Where we at now?
That's about where we are right now. I think I have this one with his parents. We can run that one before the end of the segment.
You can run it now and let me talk afterwards, and then we'll go into
an exclusive interview with the parents of a Texas teenager sentenced this week to 35 years in prison for killing a fellow high school athlete. On Tuesday, a jury found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. His lawyers plan to appeal. They say prosecutors wrongly excluded black people from the jury. Anthony's parents spoke with Jonah Kaplan about their son, the trial, and their message to the Metcalf family.
My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself.
It took less than 3 hours for a jury to reject 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony's claims of self-defense in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Prosecutors argued Anthony intentionally killed Metcalf after being taunted and shoved by Metcalf and his teammates at a high school track meet.
Take us inside that courtroom. What stuck out to you?
What stuck out to me, number one, was the all-white jury. But I was trying to be, like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the truth is on our side.
At the sentencing hearing, the defense called only one witness on Anthony's behalf, his mother, Kayla Hayes.
What did you tell the jury?
To have mercy on my son.
What do you say to his grieving family?
It's unfortunate to where nobody wins. We've all been hurt by this. Everybody.
That poor boy is fixing to experience a life that I would not wish upon anyone.
Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff, called Anthony's sentencing bittersweet.
What it boils down to for me is this. Austin will never walk through that door again and never give me a hug.
The case drew national attention, prompting protests in support of both teens. And both families involved say they've received threats.
This morning, I've had multiple emails, texts, threatening me, calling me all sorts of names.
During our interview, the Anthonys made a point to call back one man they say continues to dox them.
Why are you calling me, man?
To make fun of you.
Both families urged supporters to tame their emotions.
I forgave him. But people need to understand about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for him. Forgiveness is for me, so I don't carry the rage, the hate, and that around. It will eat me up like cancer.
At the end of the day, there's nothing we can say or do for people to accept us.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Jonah Kaplan in McKinney, Texas.
Now, he sit up there and talking about he playing a game. And then I guess he must have took some alcohol and got tipsy, and it came out. because that ain't what he said 45 minutes ago. Okay, that I seen. But now all of a sudden, man, stop. Come on, TikTok. That's the father talking about he wish him all right. Stop. You know damn well what you said. You said until your son walked through that door, you want him in there. And then you went into slavery. Talking about you did us a favor. Come on, man. You raped us, robbed us. You did us a favor. Cut them biblical cards, set our women on fire. You did us a favor. Hung us on trees. You did us a favor. Come on, man. You ain't gonna get away with that. You taught your son that. I'm gonna make that clear tonight. You did that. I don't believe your wife had nothing to do with it, but you did it. You are racist. Systemic racism. You are. And your boy's impressionable, and you impressed that junk on him, and look what done happened. That boy wasn't trying to take your child's life. Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ugly. And we're dealing with racism, emotions, and people unaware of the law. But here go a man, a child in a store, 14 years old, get a bottle of water, put it back, go to walk out. Here got something, man, throw his shirt up. Sure ain't got nothing to go out the store. Here they come running him. Now, we don't know who pulled the gun. They stand the father, but somebody said they think the son did it. But we found out the father done this before. Yeah, this is his MO. So, boycott them, they got to go. The whole Asian people need to come go with us and get him out of there. And mother, y'all need to file on him a civil suit where he can be responsible of taking your child's life, like it did OJ. Saying you didn't do it, but you're responsible. So again, use the same law, you win. Call us on, there go my number, 281-896-8215. So we can help you find the people you need. Because this is completely out of order. And this young man over here saying it ain't got nothing to do with Trump, that's a lie. He went to the game and turned the whole thing upside down. So again, it starts at the top and it's trickled down. But by now, you know, in psychology, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So again, I ran a behavioral health clinic. We give people psychosocial assessment and dynamic. You know nothing about it. Because if you did, you wouldn't say what you said. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a tragedy. And we don't want the young man Austin unalive. We pray that his father had not taught him to be bullies. And we pray that that thing hit him, which was not a knife, would have just injured him, not took him out. And we wish the whole thing would even happen.
Yeah.
Systemic racism. Let him lead a tent when it get through raining and let him go back to where he was at. And we know how this. But that bullying from their father, with that systemic racism that we seen, he showed one face on one interview, but he showed his real face on another one. And say, doing us a favor. You blacks now, we doing you a favor. So, ladies and gentlemen, this again, the young man, Austin, may God bless you, brother. I don't know where you at, but I pray you with God. If it's a heaven and hell, I pray you there. Heaven. You young. And that shouldn't happen. It was a mistake. Believe me, he wasn't trying to do that. But you under your father racism, you have been misled. Ladies and gentlemen, stop misleading your children, black or white, pink or brown. Don't teach your children hate. Don't do that. Because they impress them and they'll take from the home and take that with them and create a problem like we got right now. I'm giving you a psychosocial assessment now. I'm telling you what you need to do and what you don't need to do to create this problem. We have enough problems just with Trump and the Israelites who controlling him. So we don't need all this here. It's too much. That boy didn't get up that morning and said, I'm going to go do something to Austin. And Austin didn't mean no harm. This what he do. It's got natural to him because of his father. Child don't teach themselves that. There's always somebody to teach them something negative. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, for the mother, I love you. May God bless you. May God keep you. No one can heal you but God. And I'll be praying for you, mother, for God to heal you. Father, care nothing about you. You're totally disrespectful. You need to check into a psychiatrist and stay there for a year, if not 2, and get that systemic racism out of you and get it out your other son that you put it in and anybody else, because you are part of this. You are part of this with your systemic racism and teaching your children that buffoonery, because I know you did it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, is there any call? What we got here? Let me see. Invite. I remember that they killed that boy and they was not guilty. I remember that. Did this one, okay. Analyzing another Anthony versus Metcalf case, discussing the sentencing and racial bias, okay. All right. Invite, okay. Okay. Maria, okay. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn off tonight. We appreciate you. Candace found some hot stuff on these DAs. Willie D, thank you for putting that out. Keep up the good work. Candace, keep up the good work. And we got to debunk this. And mother, please call that number. So let's fan your appeal lawyer to get your child back here. I don't think they're going to want to retry him, but get him back here and get it out of that system. Can't go there. You never have a fair trial there. Everybody know everybody. So we love you. May God bless you. May God keep you. We know part of that. We don't want to see no child unalive. White, pink, black, or brown. We teach knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. We don't teach hate. We teach justice, truth, and love, and joy. So again, we not no part of that. Jesus said, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. I'm not, I was. Way back, I was. But for last almost 40 years, no, I've been out of it. I'm gone. I've been gone. It ain't never going back. I love being with God. It's a whole lot of benefits. When you with the devil, ain't no benefits but hell or jail. So I want to stay over here and allow God for me and Captain to touch millions of people and get a contract where we can survive and be able to keep on with our studios and all the stuff we're doing. So we appreciate you. The verdict that divided America, as I said at the beginning, you're right. It divided America, but it was already divided. So it divided more. And that's just what it is. And I'm so glad she put that up there. That's deep. And we will do part 2, part 3 on that. That's a deep subject. Because America cannot heal with these kind of people being president. He got that stuff flaring. He's looking for people to follow him like that. He tricked them people to run up in that Capitol. And that's why the woman wouldn't take the pardon, because she say, he's a cut. And I went in there, so I don't want no pardon. She's an old woman, about 80 years old. She said, I'm guilty. I shouldn't have let Trump trick me up in there. I salute you, sister. So again, young man, you never ran no behavioral health clinic, so you don't understand what I'm telling you. And may God bless you. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, guests. Chop this thing up, get it out. And we see now the DA them got some stuff on them. We see they know each other. And then we see how the father sentiments are and his racism. Somebody did us a favor. Huh? So again, this is the verdict that divided America. Make no doubt about it. George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, with Mac Brown. So we can go on and on. Pamela Turner, 2 to the head, 2 to the body in Fort Worth. I mean, in Baytown, she was on the ground. What could he be fearing? She on the ground and pregnant. He got laid off a week or 2 with pay.
Wow.
And the day of her funeral, they put him back at a desk. Al Sharpton was there, Bishop Dixon, who else came? Ralph West, at Lily Church. So they was trying to prove something to us. While we at the church protesting and talking, they put him back at a desk job. And never been charged. Lord have mercy. And unalive his boy in the back, 14 years old, and saying in fear of his life, and the boy running away from him. A bunch of buffoonery and foolishness. America, you will not get away. And you have set this place up for failure. And that's why I'm trying to wait for you to get out of line. They're Arsenal 15 years in front of yours. You not the world power no more. And Donald Trump, if y'all don't get him out of there, you're going to play my clip back. And remember what I told you. Donald Trump going to get a lot of people in trouble. He's narcissistic. He already say he ain't going to heaven, so he want to take everybody to hell with him. You can't leave no madman in that seat. 27 psychiatrists say he's a madman. And the most dangerous man in the world in that seat. Stop the war that he did on purpose and making money off of. And do that Rule 25 to get all of them out of there. Quickly. State of emergency. And save y'all country. Really our country. So stop, man. Wake up. You'll never get America right until you stop this racism, sexism, and classism. Stop it. Stop. And that's why y'all got so many problems. And Jesus said, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. Y'all some sick people, man. This devil in Revelation 12:9 should deceive the whole world. And but a few of y'all are going to come out of that. The sickness of racism is deadly. And we see it. And it always will see it. Yeah. People that's racist are sick. They're mentally sick. And they need a psychosocial service. That's white, pink, black, or brown. I don't care who it is. But they have the power. Won't lend us no money. Always redistricting. It's 2 sets of laws. Makes 70-75% of the young men cop out. If you don't take the 10 years, we're going to give you 6 years. Okay, master. It's a con game. They make $40 billion a year. So again, ladies and gentlemen, in a private prison, and they got a thing called Unicorn. There's over 400 different products. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they make race cars. And in Las Vegas, model cars, one of the two. And all the furniture coming out of Kansas City. The mattress coming out Peachtree in Atlanta. And the Bulletproof Vest in Bastrop. So again, some of the smartest people in the world is in prison.
They are. But before we go on, because I know this is a topic you can really preach about. I'm thinking the next show is going to be centered around what to do with the anger.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I know, because there's some great things that can come out of anger, but you never want to get mad. There's terrible things in madness. So with that, fam, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Thank y'all for joining us. If you're watching us on replay, please be sure to drop us a comment, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you're watching the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Thank you, Minister. Good night.
I want to say something about this Cash App. I don't get a dime. I'll get some money when I do real estate, or I get some money when we get a contract. All the money y'all put here is going to buy our equipment, our new place, and to advance us and take us all over the country, saving life. So every time you give us $1, which you have not, but 3 sponsors have, and my biggest sponsor is Troy Marsaw. Troy, thank you. You're on a mental health place, and he helping a lot of people. Troy, we love you. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Catherine will take the money. She's over it, and everybody trusts her. So we can keep buying equipment and moving our new place and go across the country like when we went way to Hempstead. Ain't nobody buy that gas. Ain't nobody buy them tires and all what we do. We went way to Hempstead past Prairie View. So again, we do a lot of that. So every time you're helping us save a life. So you that got real money, put 500 in there, put 100 in there, 10 in there, 40, whatever. Get it started so we can use the money. You can come back and look at the books and see what we bought. We're trying to buy no cars and clothes. We're trying to save lives. So help us save lives. Help this station go big and bigger. Like you helped Roland Martin. I'm so proud of him. So let's do this. Let's use our money wisely. We're spending over 1.3 trillion a year. We're spending over 2 trillion now. So we love you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And I'll be putting money in there. I already put money in there. I'm putting more and more. And Troy Marsaw, thank you. All your money went there. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Thank y'all all for your support, love, and blessings, and we will see you later.